Okay, now listen here, you pop-tarts. As a cephalon, it is my duty to guide you punk-ass tennos to greatness. Don't let it go to your big heads though. Today I will attempt to give you guys some decent tips and tricks to help you dominate the game more effectively. So let's dispense with the pleasantries and jump right into it. Tip 1. Take your damn time. Often, players will start playing Warframe and feel the need to reach maximum mastery rank as soon as possible. I assure you, the benefits for high mastery are minuscule. Sure, you gain access to some weapons and some other shit, that's all fine and dandy, but it will not make you a good player in any way. In Warframe, mastery is but a number. Nothing more. The only real use you get from it is to score high in a dick measuring contest. Overcompensate much? Just take your time instead. I have seen it time and again that low-ranked players with more hours are 10 times better teammates than the fools that buy everything and rank it up on Hydran within 300 hours. At the end of the day, it is your game, your time and your experience. So fuck it up however you please. But do not come complaining when you hit veteran status and realize Warframe offers nothing to do for you, and before you know it you become a YouTuber complaining about content drought. Moving on. Tip 2. Consider playing solo first. Back in the day when I first started playing, I got annoyed by veterans that would rush ahead and complete the mission before my bitch ass even figured out what the hell was going on. If you want things done quickly, I guess that is fine. But the problem this generates is that you will soon reach planets that are simply too high level for you, and not knowing what to do will be a serious hassle for you. On top of that, you will lose the competence to actually be a valuable teammate that can actively support the squad. So you are better off playing alone and the first few weeks so you yourself dictate the pacing of your missions and explore the missions as you see fit. How the hell do you think I found all the shortcuts for stupid spy missions, for example? You can be sure of one thing, every single Warframe in-game can defeat everything in the game on its own without any help from squad mates. If you are not able to do that, then it is only because you lack some practice and probably some gear, which you will get one way or the other. Speaking of squad mates, here is a tip number 3. Do not join a random sissy clan. Here's the thing, literally anyone can start a clan in Warframe. There are thousands of clans with various sizes, skills, research and requirements. Sadly, most clans in Warframes are run by individuals who do not give a shit about actually running a clan properly. Most of them will invite anyone just to gain numbers and weak bragging rights. To be fair, if the only thing you care about are the weapons and few frames you can get from Clan Dojo research, then I guess it doesn't matter. However, if you are looking to enhance your experience of the game, find like-minded douchebags that are willing to take you to the next level of awesomeness, then I highly recommend you do some research before joining anyone. First and foremost, you will need to get your priorities straight. Try to figure out what kind of clan you are looking for, what kind of environment you want to experience and what not. Do you want an elitist clan that only cares about being beast mode by default? Then maybe someone like the Quasars might be your groove. Those are the punks with the Q's in their names. Perhaps you want something more laid back and chill, then Meme Sage Weasel clan might be for you. Do you want a super friendly and social clan with positive vibes all round, and maybe Grind Hard Squad might float your boat? If you want the best clan in the existence of Warframe history, then Ashisagi Tenno is the place to go. Kidding. We are just a bunch of peasants. Fuck off. I suspect you catch my drift by now. One bonus tip I will give you at this point, and I can vividly imagine this will piss off a few people, but I do not care. There are some clans out there that will ask you for entry fees such as platinum, prime parts, personal info and so on. If you come across these scumbags, then forget it right then and there. Way too many clans use this tactic to get free shit from your hard-earned looting, and in my opinion, that's pretty scammy. Fight me. Next up. Tip 4. Movement. Depending on what games you usually play, you may feel alienated by Warframe mechanics. You will find yourself watching Warframe guides and copying several YouTuber builds only to find that while we dominate everything with our builds, you somehow still suck ass. A lot of this can be blamed on lacking movement. You see, in Warframe and especially high levels, you will notice that if you stand still, you're dead meat. Mastering bullet jumping, beam gliding, wall latching, sliding, rolling, dodging and whatnot is crucial for your survival. Naturally, this will take some time to get used to, but when you do, I can assure you you will find staying alive much easier than before. Just pretend the floor is lava the moment you get shot at. On that note, let's jump to tip number 5. Learn the maps. I know, this tip might sound pretty trivial, but humor me for a second. Warframe maps are randomly generated using the same tile sets, or rooms if you do not know what tiles are. Knowing them intimately like you know your questionable websites will help give you an edge in battle. Knowing exactly when to slide, which ledge you can double jump off of, knowing when and where you can bullet jump and roll to bypass obstacles will severely increase not only your mobility, but also your ability to take cover quickly. On top of that, you can use the map to your advantage against Warframe's dumb as a doorknob enemies. You see, Warframe enemies have a very obvious pattern that is super easy to predict provided you have been playing a while. You can use their stupidity within the confines of the tile sets to your advantage. But details on that are best discussed in a different video. Next honest tip. For this one, I'm going to dive into something more practical and less abstract. Tip 6 is this. Abuse the shit out of slam attacks. In all honesty, this is one of the most neglected little tricks you can use to save your ass from dying. Slam attacks will always knock down enemies of any level except bosses, which renders them unable to hurt you. Slamming into a group of attackers when you panic for whatever reason will always give you a moment to counteract imminent death. Not only that, but also enemies that are laying down just chilling and shit are straight up asking for a ground finisher as well. I'd recommend to slam attack, slash them while they fall, ground finisher while they are down, and then repeat. You may call this a devil may cry juggle move if you want to. Regardless of what you call it, it is highly effective and has saved my ass more than I can count, both in my noob days and even now when I'm dealing with high-level vermin. You're welcome. Next up, tip number 7. Jump casting. This is yet another little trick that may seem insignificant, but when you start using it properly, you will feel way more ninja and make your life easier. What I mean by jump casting is this: say you are Loki and your invisibility is about to run out. If you are on the ground and recast your ability, Loki will stay still for a moment to execute the cast animation. As I said earlier, if you stand still, you will die more often than not. So what I like to do right before such an ability runs out, is to hop into the air or hell, even bullet jump if I'm in a hurry to get somewhere and recast the ability in the air. This will grant you way more fluidity in your movements and help you not kill yourself by standing still. The same goes for Volt and his Sonic the Hedgehog speed ability and many other frames. In time, you will notice that there are quite a few frames that you can use this trick with. On that note, dear DE, please pull your shit together and allow Trinity to finally cast her 1, 2 and 3 abilities while in the air. Why the hell is that not a thing yet? Anyway, here comes my final tip for you sexy maggots. my final tip I want to share is priority targeting. Again, a tip you might find trivial at first. But this shit will make your life so much easier the moment you are up against enemies that are out of your peasant league. No matter what rank you are or how far you have progressed on the star chart. Due to the variety of scum on the battlefield, there are certain enemies you will most definitely want to kill before anything else. Not only heavy gunners or heavily armored bombarders, no, but also buffing twats. Eximus units are a good example. These punks will cast annoying AoE flame attacks that can seriously hurt you and your squad. On top of that, they will also drain your energy faster than an overpaid hooker. Another good example would be the ancient healers of the infested